It was a quiet morning in Carmel by the Sea, Clint Eastwood's peaceful hometown. The kind of day where the sun was shining, the birds were chirping, and the world seemed to be moving in slow motion. Clint had just finished his morning walk when he spotted a woman in distress. A pregnant woman clutching her belly was standing by the side of the road, looking like she was in severe pain. Clint, ever the gentleman, immediately rushed to her side. "Are you all right?" he asked, concern lining his voice. The woman, clearly in pain, nodded weakly. I think my water broke," she stammered. Clint didn't waste a second. Without hesitation, he helped her into his car and sped off toward the nearest hospital. What happened next was a testament to Clint's character. As he navigated the streets, he stayed calm, talking to the woman to keep her focused and reassured. "You're going to be fine," he told her, his voice steady despite the urgency of the situation. Clint Eastwood was no stranger to high-pressure situations, but this one felt different. The responsibility of helping this woman, of getting her to safety, was something that weighed heavily on him. Once they arrived at the hospital, Clint helped the woman into the emergency room where doctors and nurses immediately took over. As Clint made sure she was being well cared for, he could see the relief on her face. She was going to be okay. Her baby would be born in good hands. The woman thanked Clint profusely, but Clint just smiled and waved it off. "It's no trouble at all," he said. "I'm just glad I could help." But what happened next was the real shock. The next day, Clint received an unexpected phone call. It was the woman, and she sounded different. "Mr. Eastwood," she began, "I can't thank you enough for what you did for me yesterday. My daughter was born healthy, and we're both doing well. But there's more I have to tell you. You have no idea how much your kindness means to me." Clint was touched, but the conversation was just beginning. The woman went on to explain that her family was in financial trouble, and she had been struggling to make ends meet. She didn't know where she would turn next. Clint, always known for his discretion, listened carefully as the woman explained her situation. "I don't know how to repay you for what you did, but I need to do something. I know you've been generous with your time and money before, and I was hoping you could help me. My family is in a desperate situation." Clint listened quietly. This wasn't just about helping someone in need, it was about changing a life. He knew that sometimes the most meaningful acts of kindness didn't come with strings attached. But this was different. The woman's words had struck a chord with him. As an actor, director, and philanthropist, Clint had helped many people in his life, but this felt more personal. It wasn't about fame or recognition. It was about making a real difference in someone's life when they needed it most. Clint didn't hesitate. The next morning he made a call. He arranged for the woman and her family to receive the help they desperately needed. Financial support, job opportunities, and even an offer for housing assistance. He made sure everything was in place. But Clint didn't stop there. He knew that the woman's story was just one of many. People all over the world were struggling in silence, and it was time to do something about it. The news of Clint's unexpected generosity soon spread, and the community was abuzz. People couldn't believe the story. They were used to seeing Clint Eastwood on the big screen, playing tough, gritty characters. But this was the real Clint. A man who didn't just care about his own success, but wanted to make a difference in the lives of others. The woman's family, now with a renewed sense of hope, were overwhelmed by Clint's kindness. "I never imagined someone like him would step into our lives and help us like this," the woman said, her voice breaking with emotion. Clint's actions became a turning point for the woman and her family. With his support, they were able to turn their lives around. But Clint didn't want credit. He didn't want anyone to know about what he'd done. He wanted to remain behind the scenes, helping people without needing the recognition. But as the news spread, it became clear. Clint Eastwood wasn't just a Hollywood legend. He was a man who used his position to do real, tangible good. The day after his act of kindness went public, Clint Eastwood was approached by several organizations and individuals, eager to partner with him for charity events, fundraisers, and more. But Clint remained humble, insisting that the real hero was the woman who had shown courage in her time of need, and the doctors and nurses who had helped deliver her baby. "I'm just a guy trying to do the right thing," Clint said, his voice soft yet resolute. But then came the twist. The next day, Clint did something even more surprising. He launched a new initiative focused on helping families in need, particularly those facing unexpected financial struggles due to medical emergencies. The initiative aimed to provide support not only through financial aid, but also with job opportunities, counseling, and a network of resources to help people get back on their feet. It was a groundbreaking move, and Clint's actions were applauded by many, from local leaders to people all over the world. Clint's unexpected decision to use his platform for such a personal cause shocked everyone, but in a good way. It was a reminder that even the toughest, most iconic stars had a heart of gold. And Clint Eastwood, despite his legendary status, proved that sometimes the smallest acts of kindness can lead to the most profound changes in the world.